Hello, everybody. Heroes 310 here, back with another movie review. We're not gonna get into it, but we're not gonna get into what's going on. But listen, okay. So I went and saw Madam Web. Technically last night, but it was yesterday. As soon as I got off work. The movie was okay. Okay, was it the best movie? No. Is it worth a good watch? I mean, I think it's worth a watch. It's pretty cool. Um, this is where I believe my unique understanding, my unique way of viewing things is going to come into the picture here because okay, so I right now I haven't watched any reviews. I haven't watched anything about the movie, but I did hear a couple where they were leaving talking about how they didn't like the villain. So I'm pretty sure the villain's going to be a part. Listen, the villain's going to be a thing that people don't like. Listen about the villain. I have firm bel like I get why it had to happen. Look, was he the best? No. Was his motives a little janky? Yeah, but the movie needed a villain. It needed a reason for him to want to do what he was doing. I'm not going to spoil this because I know some of you probably haven't watched it yet. So I get it. I get it. All right. It had to be like that. There's a power he apparently has that causes him to do what he does, but he never uses that power anywhere else in the movie. But yeah, that's bad writing. But hey, I understand the villain had to be there. I want to talk about the final act of this movie a bit without spoiling it. This is a superhero film. I was expecting the final act to be a big bang, bang, bang. Slug them out, and it was kind of like that. It was kind of like that in a way. But it was also very, very different. It wasn't like Man of Steel, super durable, super strong, hero and villain crashing through buildings, explosions, explosions. The way the hero or Madam Web, played by Dakota Johnson, the way she fights the villain was very, very interesting. Considering the villain, small spoiler, has super strength. He's basically like a discounted bootleg, toned down Spider-Man. But actually, no, he's not toned down. He's actually on par with. He's actually pretty tough, actually. Anyway, yeah. So the way she fights and defeats him is actually very, very unique. And back to the power that the villain had. Um, there's really no way for me. I gotta say this without spoiling it. So apparently, spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. Apparently the villain has the power to see vision, like he can see the future of it, like he has visions. Every night when he sleeps, he dreams of these three little girls killing him. So he goes out to try to kill them. I actually like this. I really, really, really like this because this is the classic example of the villain causing what they were so afraid of to begin with. But hey, the whole, you try to change something, but you end up making it happen. I kind of I really like that premise. So anyway, but so he goes to kill these little girls, but Madam Web, well, she's all these characters end up on a train together somehow, and Madam Web has a vision of them all getting ready to get killed, and she goes to save the little girls, and this ends up this like big, runaway chase. It's like this big chase thing. There are some parts of this movie that just are utterly confusing and just ridiculous. But this video is 8 minutes. I'm at the 4 minute mark now. I'm gonna go ahead and just give my final thoughts of the movie. The movie was good. I enjoyed the movie. Could I watch this movie again? Yes, I really think I could. When it comes out, I'll try to get it out on DVD or something. I thought this was a very, very, very good movie. Is it the best? No. Does it have problems? You bet. But hey, every movie has problems now. But it's better than the Marvels. But yeah, all right. So that's my final review of it. We're gonna get into a little bit of spoiler talk now. Two things do not make sense in this movie. So, okay, spoilers. Three, two, one. Spoiler time. Okay. So when they were, like I said, they all the girls you see on the picture here, they all end up on a train together. The one of the things that happened is when the villain tries to kill them, the girl, what's her, I forgot her in Madam Web. I forgot her in universe name. Madam Web grabs the girls and gets them off the train. And it looks like she's abducting them. She forces them off. She takes them away right as the villain starts to chase them. So the girls go with her. The police see this and what before they like start running, one of the little girls, I believe it's the blonde haired girl, Sydney Sweeney's character, she yells out, "Help! We're being abducted!" And everyone sees that. So when the police get there, like when they get to the arrival where police are, Madam Web sees a vision of her getting arrested, so she goes the other way. She takes the kids and the little girls, and they're running because all the three girls are high schoolers. So they're running, and they get and the villain catches up to them. Now, the villain's in his costume. He starts chasing them in civilian clothes, then he changes to his costume. Basically, Madam Web, because I'm rambling here. Madam Web is framed for kidnapping. So it's the whole, oh, I have to go on, we have to go on the run, lay low, yada yada yada. But that doesn't really play a factor later on in the movie. She literally goes from she literally goes from being out in the middle of the woods in New York to Peru. The movie does not show how she got there. We're just supposed to, just oh she somehow ducked and did like she ducked and dodged and the woody 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 woo, and she got and now she's in Peru. Like she got from New York to Peru. Did she get on a bus? Did she get on a plane? You never know. Like the entire like there's certain times when they're just out in public and no one's recognizing them. Like there's this one point when she leaves the kids she leaves the teenagers in the wilderness and they go to a diner to get food because they're the rebellious teens. And when they're at the diner, a guy sees and calls the police to come rescue the girls. That's the one time we actually get reference to the whole kidnapping plot. I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the video, but Madam Web got her powers because her mom, because she was going to be a very weak baby and she was probably going to die. So her mom went to Peru to look for a ancient spider or unknown, like a rare unknown spider that had great healing properties, and she wanted to use its healing properties to heal her child. She got shot by the villain who was working with her mom, who was working with her but while she was pregnant with Madam Web, the spider she got bit by the spider. That's how Madam Web got her powers and stuff. Another thing that doesn't really work, in my opinion, you know, what was you know, and so yeah, she gets her powers because her mom was on her deathbed and she gets saved by these tribe people. They have the spider bite her because the villain takes the spider to go do his little whatever evil stuff. And even though the mom dies because she was too far gone, the child is born healthy and strong. All right. And so that's how she gets her power. So she grows up an orphan. She resents her mom for the first half of the movie until she goes to Peru and she learns the truth. Yada yada yada. Okay, let's skip all that. Another thing that kind of doesn't really work in this movie. So all these girls have like trust issues and they're all alone and they don't have anything. So that's pretty cool. Like they don't have like family or nothing. That's pretty cool. But it's the powers like it's so there's this one scene where Madam Web uses like her astral projection power or whatever to pick up like to save the three girls in the final scene, and it didn't seem like her power could do something like that. So that's kind of nitpicky, but yeah, whatever. But that's it in this video. This is Hero 13. Hope you enjoy it. See you next time.